Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching it from. Although this is evening from Lagos, Nigeria. I hope you are good. I trust that you're well. Welcome to my live stream. Sorry, I didn't know that I muted. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I forgot. I forgot to unmute. I hope you can hear me now. Okay, yeah. Thank you all for joining the live stream. Please give it a thumbs up. Um, Today we are discussing about childbirth trauma. Childbirth trauma. Childbirth trauma. I am emphasizing this because I said we have different types of trauma. Yes, different types of trauma. Hi, Mary B. You're welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining. Hello. Those are just joining. Thank you for joining the live stream. Please give it a thumbs up. Double tap. Double tap. Hi. So we are discussing about childbirth trauma. High school gamer, thank you. Thank you for joining my live. Please give the live stream a thumbs up. Kindly tap. Yes. We're talking about childbirth trauma. For mothers, I'm sure, those that have gone through the process of childbirth, you'd have experienced trauma, childbirth trauma. And what's childbirth trauma? This is just the emotional distress that occurred at the point of childbirth. And it could be physical, you might have physical injury, and it could be psychological. Could be a psychological distress or physical injury. Hi, okay, you're from India. I'm from you. I'm from Nigeria. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining the live. Childbirth trauma. So I'm going to discuss about my own trauma, my birth trauma, to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, and to let you know that women are really going through a lot. And when I hear men say, "What do you bring to the table?" Like, I brought my life. You think it's easy to bring life to the world? It's not easy. So from the let me leave the aspect of the pregnancy. Mary B is from Nigeria, but she's working and living in Baghdad, Iraq. Okay, let me leave the aspect of pregnancy, the nausea, the weird cravings, the swelling of the legs, the tiredness, the excruciating waist pain, and all of that from labor. So I sometimes in October 2011, I went to the hospital, and the nurses that I met on duty said, "Madam, what is it?" I said, "I'm in labor," because I was having contractions every 10, 15 minutes. And they were like, You are in labor. You're not in labor. I said I'm in labor that because while I was going to the hospital, I was, I was just hold something. They will hold me and then release me and I'll continue my journey. So the nurse said, Madam, you are not in labor. If you are in labor, you don't go bring yourself come. You don't go waka come. Somebody will bring you. Like, you cannot walk in by yourself and tell us you are in labor. I begged them, I'm in labor. I'm in labor. They said no. So I had to go to the market to buy stuff. I heard that Ewedu leaves, helps childbirth, delivery, and all of that. So I went back home. I went to the market, bought stuff, went home to cook and all of that. And then Tuesday midnight, I was already having these severe contractions, and I think around 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I was rushed to the hospital. I met that same nurse and she said, Madam, are you not the one that came yesterday and said you were in labor? I not tell you say if you dey labor, you will not, you are not the one that will come yourself. See now, they brought you. Now you are in labor. I was like, okay. I wore my gown, my maternity gown, the doctors, they checked me, they say no cervix, no cervix. I thought it was no service, as in network service. It was later I learned it was cervix, CRVIX. They were now saying 2 centimeter, 4 centimeter. I was like, math, no, it's inside this uterus store. The doctor wear glove. I felt invaded. Imagine putting on gloves and then putting your hands and you're searching for what is not. I was traumatized, and it was painful. And it was not a female doctor. It was a male doctor. I felt my privacy was invaded. That I didn't have, I asked for a female doctor. Hi, Joe Drums, please give this live stream a thumbs up. Please double tap on the live stream. Thank you. So I felt invaded that what kind of thing is this? Why will a doctor be putting his hand? Why not we have a female gynecologist and all of that? But I mean, at that point, I did not have a choice. Yes, I didn't, so because I was battling with my life anyway. So they told me that they did not see that the cervix is not showing or something like that, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, I should still wait. So gradually the contractions was, getting, more constant, more frequent. And then at a point I removed my my maternity gown. At first I was getting down from the bed to go and urinate. At another point I couldn't get up again. I was just urinating on the bed. I already have this marking touch on the bed and all of that. I couldn't get up again. And then another phase, I started singing. There's no album I did not wax in the hospital, in the delivery room. There was no album that I did not wax. I was just singing all sorts of songs, composing different, songs, because they had warned us that we should not curse our husbands. We should be positive, anything you say and all of that. I was in pains. I was really in pains. And then at a point, I felt I now held the so the medical, I think the CMD, the chief medical director, was going around the ward and they saw me and then I felt that I wanted to poo. So I said, Doctor, I want to poo. He said, yes, poo, that's why I'm here. I'm here to pack your poo. Your poo. I want to pack it. I've not. I think my first time of saying this because I have the flashbacks and it's sometimes I cringe, but because I'm talking about trauma, I have to talk about it instead of repressing it, and I'll tell you how this has affected me. Honestly, childbirth. Yeah, childbirth. So, um, guys, I think I'll have to continue this thing because my oh long, why what happened? Eh, Let me switch. Let me see if this one will work. Okay, where did I stop? I want to switch my internet provider, and I don't know if this thing can pause. It won't pause. What do I do? I just hope the MTN will work. Yeah, life is a mystery. Yeah, life is a mystery. It really is. Yeah, hi Toluwanimi Love TV. You're welcome on board. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. My sister, it's my data. Oh, my Airtel has told me that I have 50 MB. So I don't know if I should switch to MTN because my Wi-Fi, I have data on it, but the network is bad. Let me see. Okay, can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. Good evening, Toluwanimi Love TV. Please, Joe Drums, let me know if you can hear me. Mary B, Bola, please. I've switched my internet. If you can hear me, let me know. I should wait like okay, can you hear me? Joe Drum said he can't hear me. Okay. All right. So let me continue with my story. Please, for those that are just joining, we are talking about childbirth trauma. Kindly double tap on the live stream to give this live stream a thumbs up. As I was saying, it got to a point the CMD came into the hospital, into the ward, labor ward, and I held on to him that I want to poo, and he said, I am here for your poo. I packed poo for a living, So I was now trying to, I was now trying to poo. As I was trying to say, okay, Ibemu me, like, let me poo. That was how water just burst. And they said, her water has burst. Okay, it's time for her. The doctor told the matron that, okay, can I handle delivery? She said she can handle the delivery. So then they now said, okay, oh, madam, the time is now. Oh. Open your legs now. Oh. Push. I started pushing. I pushed and pushed and pushed. Oh. I pushed. Oh. You pull. Even my son, there was poo on his head. Like when they pushed the poo on his head, so they had to clean him and all of that. So I'm going to show you that child. Everybody will see that child now of mine, 15 years ago. So I I I I I was now tired. The nurses were now saying, Madam, you have used all your strength to sing song. There's no song that you have not sang in this world. There's no album you have not waxed. You have done different recording. Now it is time for you to push. You just have to push. I was tired. I was, there was no strength again. I started singing. I say, I have no power of my own. The nurse said, Orin náà ni, Orin náà ni, is this song náà ni? I was not saying, I have no power of my own, that God should just give me strength. So with the last strength I had now, I now wanted to push. They now told me that, if they allow me push, that the head of the baby can tear me anyhow, and it will be difficult to stitch. So they now use scissors. They use scissors to cut me. Hi, Bola Tito Olawale, you're welcome. They use scissors. The nurse, and I felt it. I told the nurse, I said, you are cutting me. You are cutting me. She said, yes. I have to cut you. If I don't cut you, the child can tear you in shreds, and it will not, the cut will be so bad. So let me cut you now. I felt pains, but not as the labor pains. I was in excruciating pain. So you can imagine them using scissors to cut you. I'm still traumatized when I remember that episode. And then she cut me, and then I pushed, the baby came out, they cut the baby. As they cut the baby, they showed me that, madam, wetin you born? You know, they will show you your child to so that you can tell them the sex of the child. I said, oh, it's a boy. Then they went to cleaning. That same child that I gave birth to was battling with, so he was now gasping. He was, okay, they said the cut is called episectomy. So at that point, I was battling with my life. The placenta had not come out. They were trying to bring out the placenta. My son was gasping. I had to call the nurse. I was weak. I was bleeding. With my last strength, I picked up my phone. Yes, episotomy. Yes, I picked up my phone to call my pastor that, please, sir, pray for me. I've delivered, but I'm bleeding. I'm scared. The way, because I have a family friend, my mom's friend, that died from overbleeding, and it's still in my head. Mama Emeka is still in my head. So I was now, as in, gushing out like tap water. Oh, He was not saying, he now prayed. He said, you see, you will not die. You are not going to live there without your baby. And your baby, they will not come and take baby, and then you will not follow. Both you and your baby will be out of that place. And, I kept saying amen and all that. And God took control from that moment. So I had to call the nurse that, look, at my baby is, gasping. So they had to, I think there's a kind of oxygen or so. He just put it in his mouth to breathe, suction and all of that. And then it was better. So they now had to face me. I bled. The matron could not control the issue. Yes, so the big boy should come here. Where is the boy? I want you all to see that boy. He's coming. Yes, let him come. Come and see the boy, the big boy of that 15 years ago that they had to tear me so that. This is him. Say hi to my viewers. Hi. So that's him there. He's now a big boy. Okay. Okay, you all have seen his face, right? Bola Tito. Oh, sis. So after they took care of him, they now had to face me. He said, they now had to face me, battle with my life. So they had to go and call that CMD. They called another doctor. The nurse said she has tried to do this. So when they saw me, the doctor said, what happened? She said she has stitched me, but I was still bleeding. And then the doctor said, this is not the way to stitch. And she was not asking that, where did you school? It's not me they are using to correct. Where did you school? Where did you do this? This is not the way to stitch. This is a wrong stitching. That's why she's still bleeding, blah, blah, blah. I will still have to stitch her. Please, they did not give me anesthesia. There was no anesthesia at that point. There was no anesthesia. They took needle and thread to stitch me up. I was wailing, not even crying. I wept to the extent that there were no more tears coming out. I was in severe pain. The doctor was just patting me that, madam, you see this pain, it's not up to the labor pain, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm like, no anesthesia. I was in pain. While they were sweating it out, they put different types of lights and all of that to check me and all that. the needle dropped again inside of me. They were now using all this iron, I don't even know the name, all sort of scapula and all of that with magnets to look for nail that has entered inside me. Ah, when I remember that episode, I no wan hear belle. I don't even want to hear pregnancy. So doctors, sometimes I go for checkup, they say, madam, you have to get pregnant. I be like, do you know what I went through? Do you know what I went through? I was in pain. So I gave birth around 10:30 ish. I did not leave that labor ward until past 5, and I was wheeled out on a wheelchair. I couldn't walk. In fact, the doctors then they recommended that I must do blood transfusion. But then my mom arrived and said, I will not collect any blood transfusion. She had brought bitter leaf, splina, milk, all sort of things, ewuro to mix to give to me. And am I back? Hello. Sorry for the break in transmission. Can you all hear me? Hello, can you hear me? What's the problem now? Hello, can you hear me? Uh, Please, if you can hear me, chat, let me type it in the chat box. What's happening? But I'm back online. I can see. Hello. But I'm back on the live stream now. Hello. Is anyone on the live stream? Joe Drums. Can you hear me? Ah, but the live stream has continued now. Mm. Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, Toluwa in middle of TV said she can hear me. All right. Okay, sorry. I sincerely apologize. It's my network. Honestly, MTN is not everywhere you go. Even in Lagos, it's not everywhere you go. It is well. Airtel to the rescue. Okay, where did I stop? Yeah. So my mom I had to travel all the way from Lagos and then met me in the hospital, gave me Splina, Edmark products, a bitter leaf, ugu and all those things. And Edmark will pay for adverts. I drank a lot of those things and it boosted my blood, and I did not take the blood transfusion again. But I tell you, the injury that year, the injury, the I also took a absolute soya. Yes, a absolute soya and a absolute ginger drink to help me recover, from the physical injury that I had. Okay, but the emotional trauma, the psychological distress, the invasion, how doctors, male doctor had to put his hand with the gloves, and then the needle that fell into me that they had to start looking for, the way they cut me with scissors, stitched me the first time I was still bleeding, then stitched me again without giving me anesthesia. 15 years. I'm just talking about it now. And I don't want to hear. So when people say, oh, childbirth, pregnancy, what's your experience? I'm numb. I freeze. And that's because, I remember, the memories I've tried to bury, it comes up and, I just freeze. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. Anybody that gives back, good for you. So I'd like to know in the comment section what's your childbirth trauma. I can see some mothers talking about their own birth experience, trauma experience. Olatito, how's yours? Oluwanimi Love TV. Please, if I'm trying to give a graphic warning, if you know that you'll be triggered with the details, kindly skip. This we are talking about birth trauma, and if you are someone that graphic details gets you triggered, you might want to skip this video. You might want to skip this video. So this is me giving a graphic warning. Yes, God is my strength. I mean, and then a man will tell you, what do you bring to the table? I have a friend that has 2 girls, and he tell me, I know he's going to watch this video, that I still want more children. I'll be like, when you're not the one getting pregnant and giving birth to them, if you are the one, you will know that Peko easy. I am the table, my sister. We are the table. Oh. What do you bring to the table? I am the table. Go 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 go. I brought my zin. You know that I've seen a lady who gave birth and went blind. So pregnancy takes a lot. Childbirth takes a lot from you. Some people with their hair loss, they will lose their hair volume. Some people with their eyesight. Some people even memory. Some ladies are very intelligent. They become dull. Some they become forgetful. So childbirth does not leave you the same. It takes a lot. It takes virtue out of you because it's not easy to bring out life. It takes virtue out of you. So for those of you that have not experienced childbirth, just know that yes, you will deliver like the Hebrew women, like they say, but be prepared. Be prepared. Whether you give birth through CS or you give birth the natural way, you still have, some experience that might not be pleasant that you're going to encounter. This is not to scare you, but, just to prepare your mind. And then if you have a supportive partner, yes, a supportive partner that will be able to, have your back, support you all the way, and that means you have it easy. Okay, you saw a video. Okay, the husband is a doctor. Okay, so what happened? Was it the husband that delivered the? Do you know that there are some men that follow their wives to the labor room and they'll faint? As in, they will faint at the process of the wife trying to, they'll faint, and then when they get back home, their lives are different. They treat that, so their perspectives will change. They will treat those women like eggs. So a woman will not go through that process, and you think that to abandon her is the best way, and you think you want to make it in life. Go and make it. Let me be seeing you now. Or that woman will go through that, and then you'll be beating her. Domestic violence. For those that are just joining, welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my live stream. Kindly give the live stream double tap and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. If you are still online, let me see your comments. We have a Q&A session. You can ask your questions. This is the first time I'm talking about this traumatic event, my childbirth trauma. This is actually the first time. Honestly, I've been repressing it, told my brain to forget it, but I can now remember and say this and thank God for life. Many people went to the hospital like I did and they died. Some, they came out empty handed, but that was not my portion, so I'm grateful to God. Some even died through medical error, maybe at the point of trying to save their lives. The doctors and the nurses didn't know what to do about it, and all of that. NEPA, want to know. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yes. And that's why the fact that the husband is a doctor. Can you imagine? Imagine, you see. So I have someone yes on the comment section say that a couple, the husband is the doctor, wanted to witness the wife giving birth, and then she fainted. Yeah, men faint. They think they are strong. Women are strong. Is it because the Bible says women are weaker verses? They play. They play. Women are stronger than you can imagine because the things that we go through, some men will go through it and oh my land, they will crash. Yes. So women, you are powerful. We run the world. Who runs the world? Girls. Who runs the world? Girls. We run the world. We are very important. We are strong. We are strong. Yeah, I'm proud to be a woman. I am proud to be a woman any day, anytime. Yeah. Yes, kudos to us. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up to us. Thumbs up to us. Thumbs up to us. So, this is my own childbirth trauma. If you are a mother on my life and you want to talk about your childbirth trauma, please come and collaborate. Let the world hear your story. It will also encourage people that have had this experience. It will help them come out to talk about their own and all of that. And for those that have not gone through this process, it will also, prepare their minds for what they will see. Thank you all for joining this live. I'd like to draw the curtain here because is a IKEDC Ikeja Electric has interrupted power supply. Thank you for those that joined the live. Bola Tito, Olawale, Toluwalimi, Love TV, Mary B, Bola Tito Lifestyle, Joe Drum, Florence Omofi. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your support. Stop. Stop. Whatever. I mean, Nigerian Pidgin English, Yoruba, whatever language. Come and share your story, your childbirth trauma. Let's encourage the women out there, to heal from their trauma. Let us speak about it. When we speak, we process this trauma, we get better, we get healing. As I've talked about it now, I'm no more before I don't want to hear. I cringe when I hear pregnancy. I cringe when I hear childbirth. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it honestly. I'm so scared of it because of my experience. Trust me. So, but the more I talk about it, and I see a community of women too that are also sharing their story, I will not be ashamed. I will be free. I will know that I'm not alone in this journey. That's why I'm encouraging my community that they can also come to my platform to share their story. I hope Olatito Lifestyle and Toluwanimi Love TV will oblige me of this request. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to Toluwanimi Love TV. Watch our videos. Um, like, comment, and share. Olatito Lifestyle TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch our videos to the end, and like, comment, and share. My own YouTube channel is Fumi Omoshu. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, comment, and share. God bless you guys. Happy New Month. This month is going to favor us. It's going to be a peaceful month. The Lord is going to give us anointing for ease. Yes, and this content creation that we are doing is going to blossom in all love. All right, guys. Bye.